basically how I started trading Rayner is, I would say, is by accident, by luck. So while I was at the firm, right, I had some free time, right, especially when the markets are quiet. There wasn't anything to do, right? So pretty much at that point in time, I figured out what can I do that's meaningful and not a waste of time, right? I didn't want to watch movies or play games. So that's where I realized, starting a blog might make sense, right? Penning down my thought process.
Our next speaker is Rayner Teo, the founder of Trading with Rayner blog. Because of Rayner's willingness to share his trading knowledge freely, he is now the most followed trader in Singapore with more than 75,000 traders reading his blog every month. On social media, he has attracted nearly 50,000 YouTube followers, 30,000 Twitter followers, and 30,000 highly engaged Facebook group members. During my interview with Rayner, we discussed about his two favorite trading strategies, a longer-term systematic trend-following strategy and a shorter-term discretionary swing trading strategy. Following that, we went on to discuss some of the typical issues faced by the traders he mentored and how he went about helping them to overcome those obstacles. Ready to hear what Rayner has got to share? Let's get going right now. All right, Rayner. Thanks for coming on board this online trading summit to share your experience with the participants about your trading background and all the things that you have learned and done in trading. And so just to kick off this interview, do you mind because I was on your website and on your blog and I saw that helping retail traders prevent or avoid self-destruction, right? So that was a very interesting proposition, which I've not seen in any of the trading influencers or experts around. So maybe would you like to just quickly share how did that inspiration come about and that purpose, and is there any story behind that?
Okay, so basically, I started off trading just like how most traders would start off, right? Reading books, the internet, and in my early years of trading, I think this is now my 9th or 10th year of trading. So in my early years of trading, there isn't so much information out there. I think that's where the trading industry, the education part, hasn't really reached its peak or where it's at right now. So I was always looking through books, learning about it. But at a point in time, I find that there is something lacking, right? What I find lacking is that there isn't enough actionable or rather practical insights that I can apply to my trading, right? Whatever that I come across is not deep enough, and stuff that which I want to go in deeper. I usually have to pay money for courses that could be, anywhere from a few $1,000s. So that is kind of the problem that I face in my early years of trading. And I know that there are a lot of traders who want to learn about trading, but at the same time, they just can't afford, spending that amount of money to learn how to trade. So my goal down here at, Trading with Rayner is to equip you as much knowledge as possible, and you can apply it to your own trading, right? So whatever I shared in the public domain, it's free, right? However, if you want more handheld, closely mentoring and stuff, that's where I charge. But in terms of knowledge-wise, wanting to learn more about trading techniques and strategies, right, it's pretty much all free out there, and to really help traders to get them on the right footing, right, in their trading career.
Yeah. I see. So very frequently, I see trading influencers talking about how to help traders become very profitable traders, but yet you choose to use self-destruction as a way to convey your message. Is there any particular reason why to that?
Okay, so in trading, right, everybody wants to make money, but the rite of passage is that before you can make money, you have to play good defense, right? I think there's something like Paul Jones said, right? Is that, you can't just think about the money. You got to think how much you can potentially lose, right? And if you can survive in this business long enough, right, the money will take care of itself. So I'm not here to, help you make shitload ton of money. I'm here to help you play good defense, survive in this business. And I believe, right, if you can do it, right, the money will take care of itself, and you will definitely be more than equipped, right, to do so yourself. But play good defense first is where I want to come from, to help you manage your risk and to survive for the long run.
I see. So just to let the participant have an understanding of the background that you have, could you just quickly share with us, like, how do you actually even get started in trading in the first place, and how long ago was that?
Okay, so I just first got started, I would say, back in my army days, right, where I was reading books, people talk about investments, Warren Buffett, value investing, and that's where I got started in the financial markets. So once I finished the army, right, I enrolled into university, I took in a finance course and started dabbling in stocks, and one fine day, a broker came to school and organized a trading competition, and I took part in the trading competition. It was FX, right, and that's pretty much how I got started in trading. Right, so before trading, I just basically dabble a bit in so-called value investing, learning how people look at annual reports and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how I got started in trading. And when I finished my degree, right, I got the job in proprietary trading, basically where the firm gave me a pool of capital to trade, and I trade the firm's capital. And I was actually specializing in the Japanese stock market, the Nikkei futures contract to be specific, right? So that was there for about a couple of years. Then I moved on and started trading with Rayner and to where I am right now, which is basically trading for myself as well as educating traders on about the financial markets, trading the financial markets.
While you were a proprietary trader before you actually started trading with Rayner, were you like a intraday short-term kind of trader? What kind of strategies were you focusing on at that point in time?
Yes, at that point in time, I was mainly short-term trader, basically day trading and even scalping the Nikkei future. So I would say it's on the lower time frame, 3 minutes, 5 minutes time frame, and the prop trading side of things.
I see. And how did trading with Rayner come about? Was it some kind of moments that prompt you to want to decide to start trading with Rayner? And what was the circumstances that you decide to leave your prop trading firm to focus solely on trading with Rayner?
Okay, so basically how I started trading Rayner is, I would say, is by accident, by luck. So while I was at the firm, right, I had some free time, right, especially when the markets are quiet. There wasn't anything to do, right? So pretty much at that point in time, I figured, what can I do that's meaningful and not a waste of time, right? I didn't want to watch movies or play games. So that's where I realized, starting a blog might make sense, right? Penning down my thought process in my trading, right? So that's where I started a blog, Trading with Rayner, sharing my analysis of the markets and stuff like that. And I guess gradually over time, people took notice of it. People, kind of appreciate what is being shared. And I thought that, hey, maybe this is something that I could share more and see where this leads to. So I would say it's somehow happened by so-called chance or luck, right? I didn't really set out to create the website, and things pretty much went ahead from there. And the reason why I left the prop trading industry is just quite straightforward, right? Prop trading isn't really a career that you want to be doing for the next 30, 40 years, right? Short term, right? 3 to 5 years, that's fair enough, right? But in the long run, I would say it's not good to do it long term for the long hours, right? Doesn't really have good work-life balance, and it's pretty hard to start a family if you are a prop trader, trading full time. So that's why I kind of decided that my trading needs to shift, right, to the medium term to longer term trading. So that's why I move on to swing and position trading, right? And that's pretty much why I kind of made the transition out from it.
I see. So you started off with a very short-term kind of trading strategy and trading style, and you realized that you need to move longer term because your energy just can't keep up. And so, how did you actually and what is the main strategy that you advocate right now to most retail traders and investors out there that you think is most ideal for them?
So so there are many strategies out there, but let's talk about concepts, right? So generally, for those of the people watching now, I suppose you all have full-time job, right? So trading is more of a means to grow your wealth over time, right? So it's a means for you to, to make X% a year. I don't know what's X% depending on your goals and your risk element. But so what I suggest going is a swing and position trading approach. Hold your trades for days or even weeks, or if you can, right, even months, right? Hold it longer term so that you can catch the larger swing or the larger trend of the move. The reason for it is that it doesn't require much time compared to day trader or scalper. And on top of it, your transaction cost, your commission you pay would be lesser compared to someone who trades more frequently. So I find that this approach would suit the traders, who have a full-time job, this swing or position trading approach.
I see. And what would be the main strategy? I read from your blog that you focus a lot on price action and trend following, right? Are they actually mutually exclusive, or are they actually a good combination of one another?
Okay, so at this point in time, we can get really down to the exact details. So let's talk about trend following. So trend following basically originated from the futures market. So it basically starts off with the systematic trend following, right? Buying commodities or markets in uptrend and shorting those in downtrend. Then along the way, trend following, you kind of get diluted, right? You have systematic trend followers, discretionary trend followers, people who apply so-called trend following concept on the lower time frame. So generally, if you want to talk about trend following, let's keep it as though as we are trading with the trend, right? So trading with the trend, let's keep it at that, right? So yeah, I would say it's easier for traders to trade with the trend because in the long run, you're pretty much trading in the same direction as the markets, as the trend, right, in the longer term trend. So you kind of increase your odds of the trade working out instead of going against the trend. So yeah, I would suggest trader learn how to read a price chart, learn how to identify a trend and trade alongside with the trend. Yeah, so price action on the other hand, right, is basically a way to read the markets. What is the market doing? What's the market structure? Identifying support resistance, identifying what is the stage of the market. Is it in the accumulation stage, distribution stage, advancing stage, declining stage, right? And, learning how to read about, individual candlestick patterns, identifying price rejection and stuff like that. So yeah, they can be complemented together, especially if you want to go with a discretionary trend trading approach, right? Or they can be separate if you just want to go with a systematic trend following with a very precise buy sell signals and stuff like that. So it really depends on the goal of a trader.